Hey everyone, and welcome to Ink Spotlights from Comix Wellspring. This is the series where we shine the spotlight on immensely talented creators who print with us. Today, we're joined by Mr. LA himself to talk about his projects, his journey a little bit more. Mr. LA, dude, I'm so hyped to talk to you. I'm so hyped for our conversation off camera. How are you today in Ohio? What's it like over there at the moment?
Brandon, I'm living the dream. It is cold. Uh, but you know what? Hey, I'm sitting here in a Tesla. I got no complaints. I'm sitting here charging right now. So man, oh man, I'm a happy dude. Buckeyes are going to the championship Monday. We got this. Exciting times right now. I'm happy.
Hyped to hear, dude. Love the energy. Tell us all about your projects that you're working on right now.
Yes. So my comic book is called Planet Ill World.
Yes.
And been at it for years now, man. 8+ years. So Planet Ill World is like Batman, and I say that because in Planet Ill World nobody has powers like Superman, but they've got gnarly abilities, like Batman. Because in Batman everybody could pretty much be real. The Joker could be a real person, Batman could, Robin, etc. I don't know about Mr. Freeze, although I have an interesting concept for a Mr. Freeze kind of character. Anyway, so Planet Ill World works the same way. People have these, these exaggerated abilities. No one has powers, and it kind of works like that.
Oh, dude, I love that. And did that come from your love of just like growing up with Batman and analyzing comics? Where did your love of comics come from?
Wow, Brandon, dude, that's a great question. You know what? I've always been animated. I've always been an artist. When I was younger, bro, I loved He-Man, Thundercats, all the classic stuff, man. He-Man, Thundercats, yeah, all the good stuff. G.I. Joe, Transformers. And so I grew up on that stuff, and I've always just been Ninja Turtles. I've always just been animated. So yeah, I mean, I've always loved cartoons. I'm still a big kid at heart to this day, and inspired by all that stuff, man. And just to now have my own comic book, inspired by the greats such as those, man. It's a dream come true.
Oh, dude, that's beautiful. And I mean, that's prime gold. That's prime inspiration as you're growing up too, latching onto those things. And we were talking off camera a bit, like you're also a big wrestling fan. And Mr. LA, where did this name come from? Where did we get that claim to like, announce yourself like that? I love it so much.
I know, right? And I'm from Columbus, Ohio. So
You got to stand out, like,
right. So, but you know what? I met a guy one time, and he said, "Man, he lived here, but he was going back to LA, and he was like, man, you got that LA energy." So I was like, okay, there's 5 of them. That's number 1. Number 2, I've got a doppelganger who just so happens to be from my neck of the woods, Ohio. And some say he's the greatest basketball player ever. He plays for LA, that guy. I went on Wheel of Fortune in 2023. I got to meet Pat Sajak before he retired, and I won. I got to meet Vanna White. Crazy experience. The wheel is much smaller in real life. It's not as big as it looks on TV. It's much smaller. So I got to go on Wheel of Fortune. I've got aspirations to go back to LA to be on Shark Tank. I'm hoping to get a deal for Planet Ill World. I've applied for Shark Tank. So let me see. I think that's it. Is that 5? So Wheel of Fortune is in LA. Shark Tank is in LA. I was called Mr. LA. Doppelganger. LeBron James plays for LA. Oh, last one. Just did a business partnership with my local LA Fitness for my comic book. I got a pop-up store that's starting tomorrow, as a matter of fact, at LA Fitness. So yeah, man, God is good. Thank you, Jesus.
That's
and
sick.
So yeah, that's where the whole Mr. LA thing comes from.
Okay, I got to backtrack a little bit. So you got something linked up with your gym to promote your comics? I want to learn more about that.
Oh, bro, it's crazy, man. So I met at the Tesla charger here. People, we just kind of just sit and hang out, and one day this guy's just he's sitting next to me in his car, and I roll the window down and we just start talking, because that's typically just stuff I do when I'm out and about. I love to market and campaign. I'm always marketing and campaigning my product like all the time.
Grind. You got to do it,
Fist bump. There you go, bro. It's the grind, man. This is my dream, my passion. So I tell as many as often as the opportunity permits. And so I was just trying to get him to buy a copy of my comic book, as I typically do. And then next thing I know, he's like, I'm the GM of the local LA Fitness, and he's just like, how would you just like to just come in there and just set up a display and just sell your comic books there? So I was like, cool, okay, you know what I'm saying? So and we met at Starbucks, you know, we did the whole meeting thing, and it's official, it's legit. I'm ecstatic. He's not charging me a fee to do it. I get to keep all the profits. And he's like, of course, if we like it, he said, I know other GMs, I'll tell them. So I'm actually hoping, Brandon, man, that this is the beginning of a big thing. Hopefully this will be the new norm for me, Planet Ill World, little pop-up stores and LA Fitnesses and beyond. And we'll see what happens. I'm excited about the new year.
Dude, that's so exciting because, creators are always finding ways to market their book, to promote their book, and conventions get difficult. I mean, and doing cons are expensive and all that. So you've got to find these different avenues. And unless you're going to go out there and do what you're doing, talking to people, talking to strangers, you never know who you're going to meet, and you never know what opportunities that's going to lead you to. Honestly, just major kudos to you for just making that happen. That's a huge feat. And you're breaking into like an industry, an area that I would never imagine. I would love to see my comics at my gym. I would be so hyped. That's one of the coolest things I've heard on these shows so far. So mad props to you on that. I love that, dude.
Appreciate that. I'm excited, hopeful and positive. This is going to be a wonderful experience, and I can't wait, man. I'm looking forward to it.
So what else do you got lined up for you this year? Any new releases you got planned? Any conventions or any other pop-up shops you might be doing that you have planned so far?
So this is the first of many, I hope. So Planet Ill World, being a content creator, or a comic book guy is interesting. So okay, there's so many angles to approach this from. So I've always been an artist, but when you start making your own comic book, you get into the business of it, and the whole business aspect is a whole nother animal. Because now you're dealing with marketing and networking and production and directing and all this stuff, So I said all that just to say, so Planet Ill World right now, there's a number of sagas. I've wrote a number of sagas. Each saga. Oh, I don't know if you just heard that. Fox Sports update. You may hear ESPN updates and Fox Sports updates that drop on my phone. Sorry about that, but So there's a number of sagas. Saga 1 has 5 episodes. 4 are currently produced. All 4 sagas are wrote. I just have to produce them and make them. So you got to hire illustrators to produce your vision, and then we got to send what they make to you guys so you guys can print them, and and all this stuff just costs money. So for me, the next thing. My main focus right now is the whole LA Fitness thing. I'm excited about that. In terms of like content, the next episode will be episode 5. The most recent one is episode 4.
Oh, amazing, dude. You're on a roll with it. You have everything's mapped out. There's you have the checklist made. You're just going to be hitting the boxes, it sounds like, at this point for you.
Oh, bro, I'm so excited, man. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. I was just telling my wife last night, man, we were getting ready for tomorrow, packing up, I'm packing up comic books, putting stickers on, business cards, putting them in the plastic sleeves. And you know what I said to my wife, Brandon? I said, you know what? This has never gotten old to me. This has never been like boring. It's never been a task. I have never had a boring transaction. Every single transaction, it's like, wow, man, somebody's buying my product. Like,
life-changing almost. Like it's magical.
Oh, dude, it's cool stuff, bro. And it's like every time I package my product, somebody buys it. You doing this for me, man. It's like a dream come true. I love every second of it. It's so wonderful.
We love to hear that because one of the best things about this job is just talking to creators and promoting them and getting you guys out there and just like giving the chance and the opportunity to promote yourself. There's not enough shows or ways for indie creators to go out there and put their work out. And I love being a part of it. I love being able to help creators in any way we can. And just being a part of this company has been so rewarding because of creators like you and just the hype and enthusiasm. Because then when I go and work on my comics and my publishing line, I feel the hype. I've heard the stories. I know the struggles and the rewards like from everybody, and it's inspiring. And I love knowing that we're all the same boat regarding that. It's a beautiful experience. Definitely, man. It's a beautiful experience, dude. So where can people purchase your books if they don't see you at LA Fitness or in the streets of Columbus, Ohio and whatnot? How can people find your work?
Yes, you can visit my website. No, wait, sorry. That's Starbucks transaction drop down from my bank. You can go to www.worldofil, that's world like the earth, OFILL, worldofil.com. That's my website. You can go there. All three, there's four, all three are available in paperback. Episode 4 is only available in a digital copy. If you want a copy of that, you would have to send me an email. My email, for the record, is comics with an X, COIMX, illworld@gmail.com. I think that's it. Yeah, comicsillworld@gmail.com. Send me an email. I'll send you a digital copy, but you can go to the website. You can get all three in paperback. And yeah, be sure to check that out.
Love it, dude. I'm so hyped for your journey, what you've done, what you're about to do. It's not ending. It's just starting. I feel like you're gonna have doors open for you, and who knows what the opportunities you're gonna find with these, tabling in these unique places. I just love when creators do that. It's the coolest thing you can do. So Mr. LA, thank you for being inspiring and just killing it out there at the comic book game.
Hey, you know what? Appreciate that, man. And I want to bring back the art, or just the genre and the art of comic books being sold. Back in the days, you could find comic books at grocery stores. Yeah. Now you got to go to a comic book store to get a comic book. So it's something you don't see much anymore. But that's okay, because you know what? You don't see afros and bell bottoms either. But somebody's got to bring this stuff back out, right?
That's right.
You know what I mean? So I'm blessed to be the one to blaze the trail in that regard, and hopefully it catches on, and we'll see what happens, man. I'm excited.
Dude, I love it. And I mean, it's inspiring, and you're going to inspire a bunch of creators by giving them these ideas to go out there and challenge themselves and find these different outlets. I think that's where we're going to find success, and that's how we're going to change the indie industry. And you're, like you said, you're trailblazing this stuff right now. So thank you, man. I really appreciate your time and for stepping in the spotlight today, Mr. LA. Just killing it. I love it.
Hey, appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that, man. Thanks for the opportunity. Thanks for the spotlight, and go Bucks. Oh, you know what? We got to end it with. I don't know if we're done.
No. Do a quick shout out. Yeah, go on.
I was gonna say, because did you see the joke? I love jokes. I love dad. I'm a dad. I got a bunch of kids. So I love dad jokes. So we gotta I gotta give you something.
Yes, please. I was reading the form and I cracked up on what you were putting on there. I loved it so much. Yes.
Well, there's more where that came from, because not only have I been checking out old, NWO footage, but Bruce Lee keeps popping up on my YouTube feed too. Bruce Lee was a genius, wasn't he, Brandon?
Yeah, dude, beautiful.
Oh,
Be like water.
Dude, it's so quick too. I saw this one real quick, this little YouTube short where he went against this other karate master who no one could beat, and they did this speed test, and the guy was just so confident he was going to block Bruce Lee's swipe, and dude, he just didn't even come close, man. The guy was a freak of nature. Anyway, what is Bruce Lee's favorite drink, Brandon? And to the viewers, what is Bruce Lee's favorite drink?
Oh man, I don't know. That's over my head on that one. You gotta send it to me. What is it?
It is water. Yeah, that's
amazing. That's amazing.
I'm here all week. I'll tell you.
That was the best way I could have started my day. I'm gonna use that for the rest of my day. That's amazing. Mr. LA, thank you for being inspiring. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for the laugh. That's all of what we need more in the world, just humility, just, doing the grind and doing it with passion and love, and just making other people happy and enjoy their day, so you have it all well-rounded, and I appreciate you so much, dude.
Hey, no problem. And I never leave home without, don't ever leave home without your lightsaber. You gotta, don't ever.
That's so dope.
You never know when Darth Vader may show up, Brandon. You just never know.
Always
so, that's
prepared for anything, from lightsaber battles to promoting your book. You've got it nailed.
Man, nice hanging out with you too, Brandon. And again, appreciate the opportunity, bro. Appreciate that. Go Bucks. God bless. Worldofil.com. And if you are in Columbus, Ohio, check out LA Fitness on East Broad Street. People around here know where that is. And come hang out with me. Come rock out. Have a good time. And yeah, appreciate the support.
Perfect. Mr. LA, we'll talk soon. Thank you so much, man.
Hey, no problem, man. Have a good one.